5 reasons why you should invest in startup companies. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most important reasons why you should consider investing in this asset class. To make more money, duh. Besides making money, there's a lot of other reasons why you should invest. So make sure you watch this video until the very end to make sure you get the full comprehensive picture. And if you haven't already checked out my video, 5 reasons why you should not invest in startups, make sure you check that out for a more balanced approach. That video will be linked down below in the description. Now, when we're talking about startup companies, we're talking about privately held businesses that are not available to invest in the public market. So a public market company would be something like Apple or Facebook or Amazon or Tesla. Some of the biggest companies in the world that you probably use their products, those are publicly traded companies. When you're investing in a startup, this is either something that's at the earliest stage, where it's basically an idea on the back of a napkin, or it's something that's starting to develop into a real business, starting to generate revenue, has paying customers, and is starting to scale and take off. Investing at the earliest stage has the highest potential for a return on investment. And what that means is, if you invest $1, are you getting $1 back at some point in the future? Or are you getting more than $1 back? Ideally, you invest $1 and that value appreciates over time into something more than your initial investment. So when we look at a few different asset classes and different ways that you can invest your money, the first one that comes to mind is investing in the equities market. This would be the public stock market, the S&P 500. And statistically, this specific asset class has returned 7 to 10% annually over the last few decades. It's actually pretty good, basically doubling your money every roughly 10 years. So every 10 years, you'll double your money. Pretty good. Now, the next alternative is investing in real estate. And if you invest in real estate and you own the real estate, you're going to see anywhere from a 5 to 15% appreciation in that real estate asset. That's also pretty darn good. If you invest in individual stocks, like the ones we mentioned, Facebook, Amazon, Tesla, Apple, these companies have the opportunity to grow potentially even faster than that, faster than 15, 20%. Ideally, you're going to be in that range. Most people are actually not very good at individual stock picking. If you look at Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, I think his portfolio averaged something like 17% annually, which is actually ridiculous. Most people cannot outperform the public market, which is 7 to 10%. Now, what about startups? Well, startups, you have the opportunity to over 10,000% your investment. I didn't even put crypto up here. Crypto is also a really big one. Even better than that, if you were an early investor in Facebook, if you got to invest in Amazon when it was still just a bookstore online with Jeff Bezos wearing the funky glasses in that little office setting, you would easily multiply your investment by over 10,000%. The first investor in Facebook was Peter Thiel. He invested $500,000 in Facebook when it was a $5 million company. He had 10% of the company. Facebook today, at the time of this video, is worth $1 trillion. So imagine owning 10% of that, right? So the opportunity to go from 500,000 to $100 billion is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, of course, you're watching this video, you're like, well, I don't have $500,000, so that doesn't really apply to me. However, there's a lot of different sites out there that allow you to invest in startups, and I actually made a video on that topic specifically, how to invest in startups, a step-by-step guide. There's different platforms that you can invest for as little as $100. So you can imagine everyone watching this video probably has $100 that you can invest from anywhere in the world to get involved in the startup market. But that is reason number 1 why you should invest in startup companies, because you have the highest possible return on investment. Good. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about a few other very important reasons that, in my opinion, potentially are actually worth more than just making fat cash. Reason number 2 is you have the opportunity to vote with your money. What do I mean by that? Well, when we go to the polls, when we go to the election, we're voting for candidates who we believe can change the world around us. When you invest in a startup and you're voting with your cash, you're basically putting to the world, I want to put my money into this company that is going to change the world, that's going to change this specific industry. And so you have the opportunity when you invest in a startup to move the world forward in the direction that you believe in. You have the opportunity to invest in a wide range of companies, and these companies are literally changing their industries. And you can do that at the earliest stage. If you invest in a big company like Apple or Amazon, it's most likely already defined a category. It's already probably changed the world. And so you're not necessarily voting on that direction of innovation. When you invest with your own money, at the earliest stage, you have the opportunity to shape the next generation of companies. And you can invest across sectors, spaces, industries. In fact, my company called MySwimPro is actually raising money online. So if you're interested in investing in the future of fitness, in our company that was named App of the Year by Apple, over 1.5 million downloads, one of the most recognizable brands in the world in our category, you can invest in that company, MySwimPro. Link down below in the description. Reason number 3 is your opportunity to fund the American dream. Now, if you're watching this video outside of the United States, the concept still applies. Basically, being able to invest in entrepreneurs and the potential that anyone who has an idea can bring it to life, create a business, create wealth for themselves and their family and even their community, and support the things that they care about. That is the American dream, to go from an idea and to building something up out of nothing. And when you invest in the earliest stage, that's basically what you're doing. You're providing seed capital, right? You're planting the seed that will grow into something much, much bigger. And so that's an incredible opportunity. Reason number 3, to support the entrepreneur. And you can actually back people that you actually know. I know a lot of people think about, Tesla and Elon Musk, and you want to invest because you like Elon Musk and he's an innovator. Certainly. But you're investing in a company not just of Elon Musk, of 10, 20, 30,000 people. When you invest in Apple, you're not investing in the CEO, Tim Cook. Surely he will lead the charge and lead the strategy and the direction. You have to believe in him. But at the earliest stage, when you invest, you are investing in the entrepreneur number 1. And literally, if you know them, like you guys probably don't know Elon Musk, you might actually know the entrepreneur that you're investing in. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to figure out how to raise capital for your business, or you know an entrepreneur who should really consider in raising capital from the crowd, you should check out a platform called WeFunder. And I actually did an entire video on how to raise up to $5 million for your business through equity crowdfunding, and I explain what that is. So make sure you guys check that out. I also have a $2,500 promo code as an affiliate, so make sure you guys check that out and send this video or that video to anyone who you think should be raising money and you want to invest in their business. So make sure you check that out. That is reason number 3, invest in the future of innovation that you want to see in the world. Reason number 4, to be entrepreneurial, to stay business sharp. This is why you should invest in startups, because when you invest in startups, unlike a public company like Apple or something, Apple's not going to disappear in the next few years, right? So it's a much safer investment to invest in that company. Because you're investing in something that's earlier stage, less proven, you have to do something called due diligence. That means research. You have to figure out how is this company going to make money? What is the problem that they're solving? Is this the right management team that can actually execute? Is the market growing? What do the financials look like? And by doing all of this, you have to educate yourself. And so this is basically the closest you can get to starting a company, is by investing in the startup. So some people, they're perfectly content with their job. They don't want to start a company themselves, but they want to support other entrepreneurs. And the easiest way you can do that is by investing in the founders you know, and also the ideas and the industries that you have expertise in and that you believe in. Make sure you watch my video, How to Invest in Startups. It's my most popular video, and it's helped a lot of tens of thousands of people understand how you can actually find startups, how you can evaluate them, and how you can actually make that investment. So if you guys are interested in that type of content, of course, check out that video and also subscribe to the channel and destroy that like button. Now, reason number 5 is to actually help the company. And I got a bonus one for you guys. Reason number 5 is to help the company. What do I mean by that? When you invest in a startup, ideally, you provide more than just a capital investment. So instead of just investing $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, you bring something more to the table. When you invest in Amazon stock, and every time you purchase on Amazon, you think you're supporting the company, you are, but your support is such a small, insignificant part of the entire business. When you invest in Apple and then you go buy an iPhone, surely you're helping the business that you are an investor in, but it's very marginal. At a startup, you're literally on the ground floor. You can help this startup beyond the cash. You can provide deal flow, business development. Maybe you can bring customers. Maybe you know people who could be using the product or service for this business. You can help them market. You can help them with hiring. You know they need to hire an engineer, a salesperson, a marketing person. You can bring these people to the table. And of course, you can provide strategic advice. And so you can go beyond the capital investment. And that's really the best case scenario, when you can help the company, you can be entrepreneurial, learn about the industry, and of course you can invest in your friends. And when you put it all together, it's a lot of fun. if you can't tell the emotion and the passion that I have for this, I don't know what will. But investing in startups is really, really fun. It's like playing Shark Tank. So maybe you guys have seen the TV show Shark Tank. You have Mr. Wonderful, you have Mark Cuban, Herjavec, and some other guests that they have on. When you invest in a startup, that's basically what you're doing. You see the pitch, you go to the online platform, you see what the company is all about. Maybe you have the opportunity to meet with the founder. You can ask him some questions if you're in that environment. And you can decide if you're gonna put your own money where your mouth is and invest in what you believe in. Invest in the future that you wanna see in the world. And so that is an incredible opportunity that you can do for as little as $100. So if this video hasn't convinced you on 5 reasons, plus a bonus, why you should invest in startups, I don't know what will, but I know what will prevent you from investing in startups. 5 reasons why you should not invest in startups. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. And of course, you enjoy this type of content on investing in startups and building startups in entrepreneurship and behind the scenes that I show at my company, how we're raising money, investing capital, and also building the business. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also feel free to follow me on social media for that behind the scenes look of what it's like to scale a global technology and media company that's distributed across 10 different time zones. Thanks again for watching the video until the very end. I'll see you guys at the next video. I love you, and stay hustling.